Welcome back, guys. This is going to be the third episode of the ClickBait podcast. Yes, I am doing a face cam. I do have a backdrop behind me, but in today's episode, we're going to be, I'm actually going to be updating y'all on the latest, latest news of the looting, rioting, and protesting that's going on around us. The world is kind of dangerous right now. I am doing this alone. And if you don't know me already, I am your main host, a Little Asian Boy, or Aiden, as my real name. But I go by Little Asian Boy because it's like my nickname. So, anyways, I'm gonna be doing this podcast episode on my own today. My co-host Sebastian, go check him out. Go follow him on Instagram. Also follow me at Little Asian Boy 12 on Instagram. He called in last minute before the episode started and said that he had to do something. So it looks like I'm gonna be doing this on my own. I am using my gaming headphones because I don't have a proper mic, but I think this should work good enough because I have my adapter that's connected with the cord on these headphones, and then it's also connected into my phone. These are Turtle Beach headphones, so I recommend y'all go check these out. Pretty good. So like y'all have heard in the past 2 months, I'd say 2 months, there's been a lot of protesting, rioting, looting. Now the problem is it's the looting. People just breaking into stores, and this is just as bad as the rioting going on everywhere else. But looting is it's not just for me. I wouldn't say it's not just as good. Actually, I'd change that. Let me rephrase that. I'd say it's worse. It's worse than the rioting and the protesting. I'm not so sure about the protesting. Just as bad. I don't know. The rioting, it could get worse. People are looting grocery stores, taking things off of shelves, destroying the place, trashing the place. And it makes it worse because the owners of the stores have to go in the next day and clean it all up because there's going to be a lot of broken, especially with jewelry stores, luxury stores, like I don't know, Rolex, Balenciaga, any jewelry or luxurious store that sells like watches with 24 karat gold, watches and stuff like that. They have it in glass cases, and it makes it worse because people just break the glass with anything they can find and leave like tiny shards of tiny shards of glass, and it's not cool. It's not cool at all because it's it's bad. It's bad overall. It makes the whole situation worse. And some people, they're so idiotic and they're so dumb. They think that this is a good excuse for after what happened to George Floyd and the other black people, like the athlete in Georgia, or Breonna Taylor. I think, yes, Breonna Taylor. But yeah, they think that rioting and looting. The protest is. I'm not gonna say it's fine, but at least it's not as bad as the looting. People just think that looting will actually make things a lot better. They're retaliating right now, but they just took it to a whole new level of retaliation. And that has to change. Oh shoot, that's got to change. My bad, I hit the cord. Yeah, but that has to change. Cops. It's like cops. They're not doing much to help. From what I've seen on the news, they're not doing much to help. So recently, I saw this video of a 76-year-old man, who was trying to show like a bunch of these, officers, because there's like a whole line of officers just walking down the streets during a protest, and He was trying to show them something, and then all of a sudden they push him, and he starts bleeding from the ear. And he was a 76-year-old man. He was an elderly, and they think it's fine to just push him like that. If you look in the video, well, the first time I saw the video, um, it looked like one of the cops, after they pushed him, it looks like one of the cops was actually trying to help the old man get up, but the other cops just kept pushing him to go, and that's messed up. Well, at least one of the cops was trying to, from what it looks like, was trying to help the old man, but that's not how you treat your elderlies. Like, it's dumb, honestly. Like, I don't know what else to say. This has to stop. And the COVID-19 thing. Well, I live in Texas, so the stay-at-home orders have settled down a bit. Not every place is open. Just some places are in certain areas are open. I heard the gyms are open. The pools are still closed around my area. Grocery stores are still open. Gas stations are open. All those places, they're open. But it's just, I don't understand. I mean, the protesting would have made things a lot better. Well, especially the peaceful protesting. I heard there was a couple protests down in my area around like downtown Dallas or downtown Carrollton, where I live. But from what I've heard, it seems it's like it seems peaceful. Nothing, no violence going on. Nothing too harmful. It seems pretty peaceful. But I've seen protests in like other states that have gone out of control. And it's crazy. Like, it's mind blowing that we have to go through all this. I'm a freshman in high school. At least I'm actually going into high school. I'm about to start my freshman year in August. But as an overall view, 2020 has been kind of bad for me. Kind of bad. I didn't even get to finish my 8th grade year. I didn't even get to finish my middle school year, my final year in middle school, because we had spring break. I actually ended up being sick for that one. I only had a fever. I only ran a fever because it's like so hot in Texas. I heard that if it's like really hot in Texas, then it actually kills the virus. But it's like 97 outside right now for me, so it's really hot. It's burning out there. So the virus is pretty rare around my area. But I got a mild fever on the Friday before we got out for spring break, and we were only supposed to be off of school for like a whole week. And I was actually excited to go back to school, but that's when I heard rumors of school closing down, like school shutting down for the rest of the school year, and I was like, I was pissed. I was really pissed. This is in March, and I had this thing called Denim and Diamonds, which is like the prom of 8th grade for us. And it was scheduled for April, towards the end of April. I never got to go. No one actually in my school ever got to go. No one in my grade ever got to go. Because school had shut down, so we ended up missing out on that. Hopefully that doesn't happen to us. Like whatever year we have prom. Oh, that voice cracked. My bad. Whatever year we have prom in high school, like was sophomore or junior year. Hopefully doesn't happen to us. Like hopefully, nothing gets in our way. Oh man, those voice cracks annoy me. My bad. Please don't start making fun of me. Anyways, hopefully that doesn't happen to us in high school. Just fingers crossed. But yeah, first Kobe dies in January 2020. So that's a bad way to start things out. Then the killing of the athlete in Georgia in February. So that's another black person. So that's already two black people down. I mean, like Kobe Bryant, he was the GOAT, but it's just he left this earth too early. Um, that, and then we got Breonna Taylor, the EMT who was also killed. And we got George Floyd. Oh, sorry, I got something stuck in my teeth. Then we got George Floyd. So yeah, we got like, first we got one person dying in a helicopter crash, Kobe Bryant, an NBA legend, and I'm a basketball geek myself. And then we got COVID-19, and then we got the killing of another black man, and then a black woman, and then another black man. And there's also a black teen. So it's like, it's discrimination going around here. And it's messed up. This has to stop. I'm going to keep repeating myself. This has to stop. And I was just on a walk with my friend the other day, and he basically said the same thing. Like, this year just sucked for him. He moved here from Georgia. We're really close friends. He's actually my neighbor. And we always go on walks. Shout out to you, Moses. And he said his year just really sucked. This year just really sucked. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, I hope COVID-19 doesn't, keep going on into next year. I hope it stops by the end of this year, so I can actually properly go back to high school. Because, I'm not going to do that online school thing again. No, I'm not. Just no, I'm not. I'm not going back to the online school thing. So I really want to go. I really want to start my freshman year of high school. I don't want to miss out on my first year of high school. I want to see what it's like. I go to Hebron. I go to Hebron High School, and for ninth graders they have a separate campus. So, and I've actually never been through an experience like that. And I heard some of my classes are actually in the 10th grade to 12th grade. So yeah, 10th grade to 12th grade building, which I have to walk across the parking lot to get to. It's a much bigger building. So I thought I was actually pretty excited for that, because I never actually got to walk across the street to get to another class except for athletics, because we'd practice outside and we have to walk across the parking lot to the football field. So yeah, we got that. But it looks like that's going to be it for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, stay tuned for more.